Hey, what's up, everybody? It's just Charles Sabanson, and welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show, where we cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment, when we give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. And today we're going to be talking about some circus stuff going on with these clowns today. But before we get into it, please make sure you like the video and sub to the channel. So, as you guys know, yesterday was media day, right? All the teams came back. We heard from Kawhi Leonard. He weighed in on this investigation that's currently taking place with the Clippers that we're not going to get any answers on from the NBA in terms of the conclusion of the investigation until after the All-Star break. The commissioner, these guys already made that clear. So we did a show about that. Some people were in awe and shocked and disgusted by that. And then we heard from LeBron James himself. He was talking about his plans for retirement, how he's not waiting for his son Bryce James to play, and all of that and all of this. So at the end of that interview, they went back to ESPN. And of course, they had, I think, Bobby Marks, Kendrick Perkins there. And Kendrick Perkins, if you know anything about Kendrick Perkins, he's always ready to jump out the window, right? He's always ready to jump out of the window. And last night was no exception. Kendrick Perkins, after listening to LeBron James speak, went out there and said he wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers get to the NBA Finals. For those of y'all who didn't hear what Kendrick Perkins had to say, I want to play it for you now, and then I'm going to come back and continue on the show. Take a listen to Kendrick Perkins here, guys.
All right, well, we'll see what that all leads to this season. Let's welcome everyone in here. I'm George Sedano in for Malik Andrews. We'll hear from Malik a little later, alongside NBA champ Kendrick Perkins, Big Perk, and, of course, our NBA front office insider, Bobby Marks. Big Perk, I'll start with you. What do you make of what LeBron had to say today on Media Day?
Well, he said all the right things. The most important thing is that he's excited, he's motivated, and that means that Rob Pelinka and the Lakers front office did their job this offseason, right? If he's coming into training camp and he's happy and he's excited about this season, he's excited about the moves that they made. And I'm excited as well. I'm very high on the Los Angeles Lakers. I got them right up there with OKC and Houston, and I wouldn't be surprised if this team make it to the NBA Finals. They have a lot of young veteran guys. I love what Rui Hachimura brings to the game. Austin Reeves, we saw flashes of what he could be last year for us, the strides he took offensively. Luka in great shape. They got a point of attack defender and Marcus Smart on the perimeter. And DeAndre Ayton, I believe we're going to see the best version of him, something that we haven't seen in a long time. His mental is going to be there. So I'm high on this Los Angeles Lakers team, and if you're the Los Angeles Lakers, you feel good about what LeBron James is saying right now, because that means he's excited and motivated and he's pleased about what they did this offseason.
Bobby?
Excellent. So you heard what he had to say. So yesterday, we were doing a live, and Two Raw jumped into the live, and he told me something that I was absolutely unaware of, because I was going off on Kendrick Perkins. Because I think that this guy just does this for hot takes. He's a hot take artist, man. It's just hot take after hot take, whatever will stick, whatever will get people talking, no matter how ridiculous. That's what Bleacher Report did when they came out with their ridiculous top 10 list. It had nothing to do with sense, had everything to do with getting a reaction out of people, and they succeeded in doing this very thing. So Two Raw goes, Kendrick had already predicted the Lakers would win 70 games once. I said, what? He said, yeah, Kendrick Perkins had predicted the Lakers would win 70 games. I said, when did Kendrick Perkins predict that the Lakers would win 70 games? He goes, he predicted they would win 70 games the year they got Russell Westbrook. I said, that's impossible. So I immediately started to search to see whether or not this was true. Folks, would you believe that we found a video where they were talking about the over-under in terms of how many games teams will win going into the season? And would you believe at that time Kendrick Perkins picked the Los Angeles Lakers to win 70 games? For those of you who don't believe what I'm saying and think it's absolutely insane, I don't believe that Kendrick Perkins, he did say that. Take a listen again, Kendrick Perkins here.
But next, we have the Lakers here in Los Angeles, where I'm at, whose win total is listed at 51 and a half. 51 and a half on the Lakers.
All right, I really wanted to push this one, because I'm gonna go over, but not by a lot.
Okay.
What? Look, this is another deadbolt lock. You cannot tell me that you're about to have LeBron James, Russell Westbrook, Anthony Davis, Carmelo Anthony, Rajon Rondo, Dwight Howard, Trevor Ariza, all of these players, and you're telling me that they're not going to have a 60-win season? Please. Matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised if they wouldn't scratch the surface of hitting a 70-win season.
Oh, Perk, now you're getting crazy. Come on.
Just look look at this lineup. Look at this lineup.
So you heard it there for yourself. This man in 2022, or there was one, 22 or 21, picked the Lakers after they got Russell Westbrook to win 70 games. When all of us were out here saying, bro, this team is going to be bad. This dude jumped out the window again at the beginning of the season to say that the Lakers would win 70 games. Now, why does they do? I can almost guarantee you, at one point or another, before the All-Star break, if the Lakers are not performing well, you can better believe that Kendrick Perkins will now come out here and say, Rob Pelinka and the Lakers didn't do enough for LeBron. How much you want to bet? It happens every single year. Every year. Maybe Kendrick Perkins forgot about the teams in the West. Let me remind him. The teams from the 2nd seed to the 8th seed last year was separated by 4 losses. Let me repeat that. The 2nd seed and the 8th seed was separated by 4 losses. The West is comprised of teams of the Thunder, the Rockets, the Clippers, the Nuggets, the Warriors, Dallas, and who Kyrie Irving is, they've cleared Kyrie Irving for training camp. You still have Memphis, and you got the Spurs over there with Victor Wembanyama. And Kendrick Perkins says, after the Lakers couldn't get past the Wolves in round 1, is confidently saying that he believes they can. Bro, you cannot take, and this is how they mislead Laker fans. What these guys do is they go out there and they overhype the Lakers. They put out unrealistic expectations. Then when the team doesn't live up to those expectations, they now get people fired and get people traded. When in reality, if they gave a sober take on the Lakers, people would be more tempered in their expectations. It's one of the reasons why Charles Barkley perennially calls out ESPN analysts, calls them a bunch of fools, because they overhype, and it's not because they believe it. It's because, number one, they know it's going to get views, and number two, it's to play into the emotions of the fan base. I'm going to be supporting the Lakers this year because I know LeBron is gone. This is his final year. And I'm not going to be one of them commentators up here lying to you guys. The Lakers go on a 2-game winning streak. They're going to win the No. It don't work like that, baby. You're going to get some honest, sober analysis, not these dumbass Laker commentators that at the end of every game, if the Lakers win, James did well. And if they lose, it's JJ Redick or Luka Doncic. We're not one of those fools. We're going to keep it gully all the way to the end. But this is what you have. When you have a hot take, when you create an environment where only hot, ridiculous takes gain attention, this is what you get. Unreal. The guy said at one point they would win 70 games. You can't make this stuff up. We're not that good. Unbelievable. These are my thoughts. Whatever you guys think, please leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section. We catch you guys on the next show. Peace.